What's going on, guys? How you doing? It's your boy Larry. We back at it once again, man. This is the Dixon Way, all about the A Sports Talk. We got to talk about this Golden State Warrior versus the Hawks game, man. This is gonna be my armchair observation on the couch. But as always, guys, if you like this content, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding ding. Get all our latest videos up. And yeah. Oh. Oops. Oh, I didn't go. My bad. Anyway, man, we're here to talk about the Hawks losing the game last night to the Golden State Warriors in overtime. One, I got mixed feelings about it, you know. But let's get, welcome everybody, man. Let me say it over again, man. I'm your host, Larry. This is Dixon Way, all about the A Sports Talk, man. About to get into this armchair observation of the Atlanta Hawks versus Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson went icky baluki on us. All right, we can start there. No. Well, we might as well start there because since it's up on the screen, let's go ahead and start there. I see it, son. All right. Here we go. Klay Thompson goes for 54. Season's best, 54. As the Warrior passed the Hawks in double OT. Kevon Looney rushed his first try, not realizing he had a little bit more time, then tipped the ball in with the game winner at the final buzzer. Now, on that play, what's going on, Black Star Movement? I see you. What up, fam? I see you. Santos Perez, I see you on TikTok. Chris, what's going on TikTok? I see you. Appreciate y'all joining. Everybody coming in. But we got to talk about this, man, because the Hawks let an opportunity go away when they had it right in their hands, and they just let it slip away. All right, so let's talk about this, man. First half, the Hawks couldn't hit the back of a barn or the side of a barn, as they say. And Golden State was up by damn near like 17, 18, 19 points in the first half. And then the Hawks just start chipping away. The third quarter, man, we scored 42 points in the third quarter, bro. I mean, yeah, Santos Perez, yeah. Yeah, we are. Unfortunately. We're 17 and 20. Hate to see it. Yeah. Hawks are 17 and 20. Now you have to understand, Golden State is one of the best team, or is the best team in the league at home. I think they only lost 2 games this season at home. So we do have to understand that. But the Hawks are nearing the halfway point of the season, and we're 3 games under 500. Kudos to John Collins for having a great game. John Collins had an absolute great game, even though he gave up the game-losing rebound. he still had a great game. So kudos to John Collins. Let's go to the stat line, man, because it's a lot of stuff that you could say. You look at the stat line and you just say, oh, John Collins had a great game. And he did, because he was aggressive. But he also gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. Actually, him and Okongwu. Look at that. Let's look at that. John Collins played 40 minutes, 9 for 17, 1 for 5 on threes. If he wouldn't have missed out on threes, he would have had a much more efficient game. So John Collins was working around the basket, had his little turnaround face-up jumper going. You know what I'm saying? Had his mid-range going, had the little baby hook going. So Krispy Kreme was activated. He was John the Baptist last night. Can't cap on him last night. But these 13 rebounds are great. Absolutely great. But we give up the important ones. Look, Okongwu, 12 rebounds, 16 points. Very efficient night. DeAndre Hunter, poor on threes, but still, the threes is what he missed. Literally, he missed 1 2-point shot. The rest of his shots, the only shots he missed were threes. So DeAndre Hunter needs to drive to the basket more. He would have scored 20 easy if he wouldn't have settled. Trae Young, below average scoring night. It was good at first, but then he started missing in the fourth quarter. And truth be told, Trae was on the verge of selling the game in the fourth quarter. But he hit a lot of clutch free throws in the final waning seconds and in the first OT. So it was looking, man, I tell you, I was about to be on here trying to blast Trae, man. And you guys know, I usually don't do that, but man, it was bad last night, man. I was upset. Like, I was seriously upset. So you got to understand, he made up for it. And especially going into what got me off of, and being upset with Trae Young was the best defensive play I've ever seen Trae Young do before in my life. Trae Young isolated on Jordan Poole with 9 seconds left on the clock. Jordan Poole walks the ball up, spreads it out, and goes one-on-one with Trae Young. And not only does Trae Young stay in front of Jordan Poole, he blocks it. He had a game-saving block. Guys, everyone knows how bad Trae Young defense is. Oh, no, not clapping for that. Normally. But on that play, for the first time, and I've seen Trae Young give a lot of effort on defense this year, more than he ever had before. Let's don't get that twisted, okay? Trae Young has played better defense this year than he ever have in his career. He in passing lanes. He taking charges now. I've seen it, okay? What's going on, guys? How you doing? I see y'all. Let me get my cursor down here so I can highlight you guys. They need a coach next month. Santos Perez, I see you, bro. What's going on, Daniel? I see you. Black Star Movement said Trae Young had some nice steals too. Yeah, I agree, sir. I agree with you. It's hard, man, when you get upset with Trae because of the decision making at the end of the game. You know, that's when you get upset with Trae Young. We love, you know what I'm saying, the highlights and stuff like that, but situational basketball is what we're looking for with Trae Young at the end of the game. Okay, so I was kind of upset, but that block to send it into the second overtime was the best basketball play that Trae Young ever made in his career. At least for a regular season. Now, we can say the floater with the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? You can bring out those games and stuff like that. But in my opinion, that was the singular best play that Trae Young has ever done in his basketball career. And it was defense, dog. It was freaking defense. You know, and that's what had me the most impressed. It was defense. Can we get that out of Trae every time? Black Star Movement asked, he said, I don't understand how Trae is a 5-year vet with a deep playoff experience and still makes poor clutch time decisions. That's the good and the bad about a player who has ultra confidence in his game. That things that normal people think not a good shot is his shot. For better or for worse. This year he's been in an immense slump, the biggest slump in his career. So, but we can't act like we ain't seen him win a whole bunch of games like that too. I don't ever want Trae to lose his aggressiveness. I just want him to recognize time and place. That's all. That's all. But yeah, when he knew, and here's why I know that a lot of people say that Trae don't care. He's just trying to get his stats. That's how I know that that's not true. Because I think Trae want to win. Because I think Trae feels the pressure of this team underperforming and all of the blame being put on him. They're going to blame Travis Slink for leaving. We'll never know why he left. They're going to blame that on Trae Young. When Nate gets fired or he leaves, they're going to blame that on Trae. They're going to say he's a coach killer then. It's up to Trae to turn that narrative around, you know? Another thing, he has to know situational basketball and play well, or he's going to run off the best player that he ever played with DeJounte Murray. Going to run him off. And then we're going to be stuck because we won't even have a pick to try to fix this team. And the best GM in our franchise history just resigned. In my opinion, this road trip could be a defining road trip. Could be a defining road trip, to be honest. You got a lot of people that scored well last night. AJ Griffin was non-existent. Can't call him AJ Buckets when he don't do nothing. That's the rule. He don't do nothing, he's AJ Griffin. 21 points from Bogdan Bogdanovic. But after like maybe 2 or 3 games, Bogey been getting it off the bench. Okay? We see why. Like him, he's actually playing a little bit better than what Kevin Huerter is playing with the Kings. But if we had Huerter and Bogey, the roster would have been more filled out. You know, it is what it is now. Speaking of Kevin Herter, Red Velvet, we play against them tomorrow. Hope you guys tune in. So, the problem with offensive rebounding. Let's go to the we got to go to the Warriors stat line to show this. All right, Hawks had 53 rebounds as a team. They shot 48.6% from the field, 31.4% from three. Okay. Look how much the Atlanta Hawks got out rebounded by. $53 to $69. That's atrocious. That's absolutely atrocious. Like, how are you going to win a game when you give up so many offensive rebounds? And this is the reason why we lost. We didn't lose because of Trae Young, okay? I see people saying that in chat groups and stuff like that. We didn't lose because of Trae Young. We lost because we can't freaking rebound. Look at this, man. Draymond Green, 13 rebounds. Kevin Looney, or should I say Ben Wallace or Dennis Rodman, 20 rebounds, 4 assists off of those offensive rebounds, 14 points. They didn't go to Looney. Looney got his points off offensive putbacks and backdoor cuts. Yeah. So when you say who dominated the matchup, Kevin Looney destroyed Onyeka Okongwu. And they the same height. And this is why I say Onyeka Okongwu, while we love his offensive talent around the basket better than Clint Capella, there is example A, Your Honor, on why Onyeka Okongwu should never be our starting 5. Ever. Onyeka Okongwu and John Collins are almost the same player, to be honest. If you really want to be honest, it's just that Onyeka Okongwu got better on the ball defense. Once Onyeka Okongwu learns how to shoot a corner 3, that's when they'll trade John Collins. 100%. It's not even a question with me. But in today's game, you cannot play 2 traditional bigs that can't shoot a 3. You got to have at least 4 people on the court that can shoot 3s at all times. What's going on, Joker? I see you. What up, fam? Yeah, you see that stat? And that's what I was saying. Like, I really didn't get into it with people in the, Hawks groups today. First, I had to digest and I had to watch that game again. We lost that game not because of Trae Young. We lost that game because we couldn't box out. And I've been screaming this from mountaintop to mountaintop. And it's like people overlook it. It's kind of like when I'm talking about the trenches with the Falcons. People always overlook the simple things. I see you, Matthew Davis, laughing at us on TikTok. I appreciate you coming back, bro. Appreciate you. The Atlanta Hawks are one of the poorest defensive rebounding teams in the NBA. They do not box out. And when Clint Capella is not there, it's literally Clint Capella and DeJounte Murray are the only ones that box out. And even Trae Young try to box out. Yo, check this out. If you go look at that last play, hold up, because I think they got attached to this. And since it's over, I can show it. Let me get up here. Yeah, we lost by rebounding, man. And I just showed y'all the proof. Look at this, man. Everybody had at least 6 rebounds in the starting lineup. Klay Thompson had 8. DiVincenzo had 9 rebounds. Jordan Poole little butt had 6 rebounds. Lamb off the bench had 7 rebounds. Like, that's why you lost. That's why you lost. And it's been a problem the entire year. And when you have a Yeka Kongu and John Collins out there trying to out-jump people instead of using fundamentals and boxing people out, that's what happens. John Collins had a great game, offensive game. Had some blocks too. He was active. We were getting in the ball. He was holding post position and going quickly into his move. I can't complain about anything offensively with John Collins. But that rebounding, bruh, that rebounding is bad. Matthew Davis, I mean, yeah, joking. Like the boxing out is just, it's just so bad, bro. Yeah, it's a huge issue. You say you don't like the Golden State Warriors at all? Okay, Matthew, I see you. Hold up, I'm trying to scroll back down. It was stuck, my bad. Oh my good. I mean, Trae had some steals last night, but he had some selling moments at the end of the game that I was about to get on him on this. But that game-saving block against Poole 1-on-1, that's the best defense. That's the best play he's ever had in his NBA career, in his basketball career. Period. That's why when my reaction, when he blocked that shot, was like a game winner, because I didn't think Trae had that in him to basically guard an almost elite finisher in Jordan Poole 1-on-1. He was isolated. He was on an island. And Poole couldn't get around him. He tried to pull up and post fade him. And little Trae Young jumped up and met him at the apex and cuffed him. Like, am I expecting that every time? No. Was there an eclipse? Probably. It probably was an eclipse. I won't see it but once or twice in my lifetime. But it happened. It ain't speculation anymore that he can do it. He can do it. Now, can we get a consistent effort? I appreciate you actually having something nice to say about Trae, though. Yeah, man. Prayers to that young man, DeMar. Yeah, that happened right at the beginning of the stream, man. That was still somber, man. Like, I hope the kid pulls through, man. But no updates right now. No, Jay. I thought that Okongwu was in, but I think it was JC. Hold up, let's go and look at it. My bad. Let's go look at it. Yeah, that was a scary situation. 88, I see you on TikTok. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through, man. All right, we're gonna we play tomorrow. If you're talking about the Atlanta Hawks, we play tomorrow against the Kings in the revenge of Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter's averaging 17 points a game. Yeah, he in critical condition right now. Yeah, man. It's prayers to him and his family, man. That's crazy. Yeah, the Kings are going to be a tough game. They right in the middle of the playoff. And I was mad about that trade for Kevin because I was like, no way we're getting a pick out of that because that team sucks. But with Sabonis healthy and then adding Kevin Huerter in there, the team is Larry, come here. Let me set that up, please. Okay. Sorry about that. I got to set this up for my son before he started blaring. Come here. Let me see the headphones. All right, there you go. Here, take the phone. Take your phone. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Kevin Huerter and Sabonis are leading that team. Big Phil, what's going on? I see you, homie. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Let's see. Update above on DeMar. The only thing that I heard that he was still in critical condition. But I mean, at least he has a heartbeat and stuff like that, and they're working on him around the clock. People are giving over $5 million to his charity for kids, so that's good to see, man. People going out of their way to help, his charity. Good kid, got good energy. Saw the interview with Mike Tomlin saying that he knew the kid since he was like 13, 14 years old because he grew up in Pittsburgh. So he would come to camp and stuff like that. So, man, 88. I don't think anybody worried about that kid playing football again. We just want him, to wake up and be conscious and, have his functions about it. I'm not thinking about football. Oh, that's awesome news, Joker. So he went from 100% ventilator to 50% breathing on his own. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I mean, that is so awesome within the first 24 hours or something like that. That's awesome news, man. I got to give applause to that, man. The people at Cincinnati Medicals, man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome news. Wow. Man, I just want him to be well. Him playing football should be the last thing on anybody's mind, man, to be honest. I just want the kid to be back and be functional. Playing football should be a distant, distant thought. I couldn't imagine his mama even let him go out. She'll be done grabbed around his leg like, you ain't going nowhere out there. Yes, God is good. Definitely, all the time. So, yeah, with the Hawks versus Golden State, another thing that was Big Phil, what you say, Big Phil? Let me check you out. Big Phil said, I think the Hawks are going to lose this West Coast trip, and Nate will probably be gone. Probably Nick Van Exel will take. Oh, no, Joe Prunty is the lead assistant coach. Joe Prunty should be the head coach for the remainder of the year if Nate is fired, because they're not going to let Ume Udoka coach this season. Joker said that's an update from his uncle. All right, awesome. That's awesome. That's a blessing. I don't know. Yeah, dude. You have life-changing experiences. Nah, I shouldn't be concerned about that. If he want to, not football, man. I mean, it look like a routine play. So, who gonna stop Sabonis? Bro, that's what I'm saying. If Kevon Looney, a.k.a. Ben Wallace, can if Looney can look like Ben Wallace against Yucca Kongwu and John Collins, what are they going to do against Sabonis, who is really like the Joker, Diet Coke version of Joker? Quiet as kept. And I'm telling you right now, I was pushing for the Hawks to try to trade JC for Sabonis. Oh, I wanted Sabonis so bad. I even said, I was like, man, if we give up JJ, but I mean, what Indiana Pacers got back to get Sabonis, no way we could compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a future, you know what I'm saying, all-star, guard and Halliburton and Buddy Hield. So it's just like the Hawks can offer better than that, to be honest. Yeah, if we could have stole Sabonis and had Sabonis, Clint, DeAndre, Trey, and now DeJounte. Oh my God. Oh, and Bogey coming off the bench. Yeah, Halliburton. I know. Yeah, with his little funny little push shot. It go in though. It goes in. But yeah, man. Oh well, can't worry about it now. You got Sabonis and Kevin Huerter tearing up the West Coast right now. That's crazy. The Kings are good. Well, I guess we're going to get that pick this year. So I guess that's a good thing. It's going to be out of the top 15, but at least it's going to be another first-round pick. One that we lost. So, yeah, and De'Aaron Fox is actually playing better. He's actually gotten a three-point shot. He normally couldn't shoot threes. Like, so, that's a nice little triplet thing. And Mike Brown. How's Mike Brown coaching better than Nate McMillan? All right, let's get to the Nate McMillan part. I done put it off long enough. That's what you came here to see anyway. You came to see me roast Nate McMillan. All right. I'm not really going to roast Nate McMillan. The only thing I will say about Nate McMillan in this game is that he refused to double Klay Thompson into the second damn overtime. When this man had 30 points, 35 points, 40 points, you might want to double team him. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? Like, why was and a lot of those times it wasn't Clay running off of picks. I would say half and half. A lot of times Clay got the ball with the shot clock going down and he put up a three. Some of those threes were coming off backdoor picks and stuff like that. Yeah, but DiVincenzo literally had 8 points. The three-pointer that he had 5 points, dude. He had 5 points until he hit that three. DeJounte tapped it out. And he was trying to tap it to Trey. Trey was coming to him. Trey was trying to get the rebound. DeJounte saw Trey coming. He knew he couldn't get it, so he tried to tap it out to Trey. And then the dude hit DeJounte's arm as he was reaching for it. And the ball went to DiVincenzo, and he made that three. He only had 5 points. Other than that, like, that was a fluke. Should have never went to overtime. But DeJounte Murray, all 6'3", 6'4" of him, is the only one got near the ball. And if it's one weakness that I will 100% say is that DeAndre Hunter is a horrible rebounder. Trae Young is a better rebounder than DeAndre Hunter. That's absurd, but it's true. That is 100% facts, no cap. DeAndre Hunter averaged the same amount of rebounds as Trae Young for his career, 3.8. DeAndre Hunter is 6'7", 6'8". How did he heat up real quick? He just hit a shot. He was, look at the stats right there, man. He was 2 for 8. So he was 1 for 7 before he hit that shot. That ain't heating up, bro. He was one of the ones that was helping us get back in the game because they kept shooting so many threes. Samuel Gilly, what's going on? I see you. I see you. Hold up. Let me give you a sounder, bro. '88 said, "Oh, okay, that was a while back." Okay, yeah, that's the same thing you said on TikTok. All right, I was so disappointed with the Hawks. I'm disappointed with them too, man. I don't like moral victories. I can't despise them. You either win or lose in my book. But if anything was a moral victory, that was. Golden State is the best home team in the NBA. They've only lost 2 games this season at home. And I think one of them was to Boston. Yeah. So I think it was a Boston, and I don't know the other team that beat them at home. But yeah, Golden State only lost 2 games at home. They're an excellent home team. Now on the road, they've been boo-boo. With Steph or without Steph. But at home, they're the best team at home in the NBA. So you do not want them to get home court advantage, or most likely they're going to beat you. Samuel Gilly said, "I'm going to be in the game in LA, contemplating should I wear my trade jersey or not." Represent. Represent. You'll get on TV because you'll be one of the few. So if you want to get on TV, wear the Trae Young jersey. And then it ain't like LA fans is hostile anyway. Come on, man. It's LA. So I wouldn't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? More so maybe you being embarrassed because we get blown out. But I know you'll get on TV, bro. I know that much. So, yeah, rock that. I know I do. I rock all my Atlanta team stuff when I'm on when I go to a different city. I pack at least one jersey. At least one. So, yeah. Hawks lost this game off of rebounding, poor rebounding, and Coach Nate's refusal to double team Klay Thompson. Top 5 shooter in NBA history, Klay Thompson. Left off the top 75 travesty, Klay Thompson. Yeah, that Klay Thompson, he didn't want to double him. He just want to sit there and watch him shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. They kept, Samuel Gilly, let me answer this question for you. Why did they keep AJ Buckets on the bench? Good question, Samuel. Because Bogdan Bogdanović was killing it. That's why. Dre didn't have a bad game. And to be honest, defensively, when he came out on the floor, he was getting whooped. But that's also a part of the rotation. When Nate McMillan put out Trae Young, this was a lineup once. You had Trae Young, Aaron Holiday, Bogdan Bogdanović, AJ Griffin, and Yeka Kongu out there. Who are you going to stop? Who are you going to stop? I mean, who are you going to stop with that lineup? You got 5'11", 6 foot, 6'3", 6'5", and then a 6'8", 6'9" center. Who are you going to stop? Who are you going to stop, Coach Nate? Where was Forrest? Where was Trenton Forrest? Trent Forrest brought here to play defense, right? One of our better perimeter defenders when he gets time to play. Coach Nate didn't call his name once. Why? Why is that, Coach? It's a mystery. It's the X-Files, dog. Like, why can't you do the simple things? Klay Thompson got 35 points in the third quarter. You might want to double him. Just might. It's a thought. I mean, and y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why I get triggered with Nate McMillan. Y'all wonder why. But it's right there plain in your face. I can't blame everything on Nate because he can't go out there and rebound and box out for people, for sure. But dang it, man. Don't put these baby lineups in and expect to stop a high-power offense like the Warriors, even when they're missing Steph and the Maple Jordan. Oh, no, I understand that, Joker. Hold on, let me highlight you. Who is going to double? Who, if Trae Young checking on DiVincenzo, then have his butt go over there and check because he was on self-check. You got to see, you got to find out who's the one. I mean, the thing is, you can double with Draymond, but a lot of times Draymond has the ball in his hand. Draymond wasn't even looking. He literally was at the top of the key, waiting for Trae to come around the pick. Wait for Klay to come around the pick, or wait for Jordan Poole. Give it to Jordan Poole, then Jordan Poole run the offense. But he was standing in the corner. If I got Draymond standing in the corner, I'm living with that. I'm living with it. I'm living with it. He bricked all his other shots. He wasn't even trying to shoot. Dude took 5 shots. He wasn't even thinking about shooting. So, Draymond and DiVincenzo, I'm going to live with one of them beating me. Or Looney. But then again, Looney was getting all the rebounds, so you couldn't leave him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think now to be honest, Clay sat for a while. Like, when they got up big, Clay sat for a while and they brought him back in and he was cold. Because, yeah, he had a lot of points at first and then he cooled off and then he started hitting again. So, I'm not really... Their whole team shot us back into the game. Like, DiVincenzo shooting those threes helped us back in the game. Lamb shooting those threes helped us back in the game. Baldwin Jr. helped us in. Jerome shooting three, missed. Moody missed two. So them guys, you know what I'm saying, just kept hoisting up threes, got us back in the game. And I tell you right now, I don't know if Golden State will do it, but they have absolutely no use for James Wiseman right now. I would throw something at them just to kick the tires on him. He's 7 foot, and right now he'll probably be the second best big on our team, to be honest. It's just Golden State, the way they play, they can't use a big who hasn't developed his jumper yet when you already have Draymond out there who will refuse to shoot. You see what I'm saying? So he has talent, but Moody is a better rebounder right now. Well, he's better in the system and he can shoot an open three. Steve Kerr also put some bums in the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I go down the stat line and you see, because they were up so big, he was trying to get people some rest. And then once the Hawks, I mean, basically, what was it? Bogey went on a 9-0 run on his own and got it back down to 11. You know? And then Trey hit a layup, and then he went out, and then DeJounte came in, and then they pushed it down to like 4, I think, something like that in the fourth quarter. No, they pushed it down to 6, and then Trae Young came back in with like 6 minutes left in the quarter, in the game, and then they started going back and forth. Yeah, that's what happened. So they shot us back into the game. But yeah, I agree with you. Steve Kerr did put some ham and cheesers out there. For real. Black Star Movement says the Hawks should definitely look at Wiseman. Yeah, I mean, what could it hurt? Right now, he's pretty much a bust for them. But, or they got like Kuminga who's hurt. But once Kuminga come back, he gonna get sent back down to G League. I know he the #1 pick, but they don't use him. We can kick the tires on him. He would be more useful than Jalen Johnson. And you know I like Jalen Johnson. Yeah, I know he's younger than Clint. He's younger than Jalen. He came out at 19. No, him and Jalen same age. He came out as 19 years old. Like 18, 19-year-old. So, no, Jalen's younger than him, but I mean, he's younger than DeAndre and Trey. Oh, get that out of here. I'm watching Kentucky and LSU right now. Kentucky already got 4 losses. Really strange to see them have 4 losses already. LSU only got 1. 1 in conference. 2 overall. Oh, no, I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade Clint. No. Their extension is looking real good. I was wondering about it in the offseason while we extended him. But, I mean, we see it. Yucca Kongu cannot take his spot until he learns how to fundamentally learn how to box out. Him and John Collins. Oh, no. Oh, no. He ain't no younger version of Clint. No. He's not a younger version of Clint at all. I think he's more in the mode of a better version of Okongwu if he ever got the time. He's a 7-foot version of Okongwu, in my opinion. And that could be much, much better because, I mean, when he has time, he can rebound. But they try to use him like Moody when he could like be a stretch 4 or 5, and he's just not there yet. But being a backup, he got a little mid-range, and being a backup center, like him, Looney, and Draymond can't play on the court at the same time. Okay. All right. Samuel Gilly asks, do you think a package for Big Cat would work? He's not liking Minnesota right now. Isn't he hurt? I love Big Cat game, but at the last playoffs, man, I kind of got like, I started looking at Big Cat like, dude, you're supposed to be the leader. Supposed to be that dude. And you literally had one good playoff game. And you were bumping your gums a lot. If it wasn't for Pat Bear putting a battery in their back, and they not even the same because they lost their mascot in Pat Beverly. And that's the truth. And they in a power struggle. I don't think Big Cat will like it here. If he don't like playing with Ant-Man, he definitely ain't gonna like playing with Trey. But do I think Big Cat will be an upgrade over John Collins? Yes, please. Yes, please. Will we be able to re-sign DeJounte? Probably not. But if we made a move like that, that would mean Minnesota would be quitting. I don't know if they at that level yet. I know the Bulls are after Donovan Mitchell dropped 70 on their head. Yeah, Black Star Movement says Cat was never a good leader. Why people surprised at that? You know, I think Cat and Trey got that similar thing. They could be the most talented player on their team, but that doesn't mean that they're a leader. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler already showed us how bad Cat was a leader. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. On paper, I'm looking at my phone. On paper, Big Cat will fit us like a glove. He won't be in the way of Clint. Clint won't be in the way of him. While it's not working out with Rudy Gobert, we have DeJounte and Trey. And to replace Big Cat, let's take John Collins and replace him with Big Cat. Oh, my goodness. They defense around the same, man. He rebounds better. I did a side-by-side comparison last year, man. People were capping and saying that John Collins was better than Big Cat. Made me laugh, man. Like, I was like, what? You said John Collins is just as good or better than Big Cat? I almost fell out my chair when I was reading it. I almost dropped my phone. Yeah, Big Cat defense ain't good, but neither is John Collins. So that's a wash. Why make the Hawks defense worse with Cat? No, I don't think Cat defense is worse than John Collins. I think it's about even. And I think Cat is a better rebounder than John Collins. I do. I think Cat is a better rebounder than John Collins. Cat does everything that John Collins does at an elite level. He shoot better. I mean, hell, he beat Trey Young in a three-point contest. He's an elite three-point shooter, an elite rebounder. But some will say that he's Krispy Kreme donut too. So. Oh, now, okay, that's true. But is John Collins checking them fours? John Collins quick enough to check them, but he get bullied because he got that gooey soft middle that my wife said he got. But I feel you, Black Star Movement. I feel you. Yeah, Joker said, man, Cat is a solid defender. Way better than what the Hawks got now. He's averaging 11 rebounds. Yep. Only thing I worry about Cat is Cat can't be the leader. He can't. He don't know how to. And he's shrinking the moment. That showed last year. I think DeJounte is going to be the leader if he stays. If we can convince him to stay. I think he'll be the vocal leader of his team. Kind of like Joe Dumars was that leader. You know, Isaiah Thomas was the guy everybody looked at, but, you know, Joe Dumars, that's who Jordan feared. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Joker says perimeter defense is 10 times more important than the paint, to be honest. As long as you can rebound, you didn't put box out too. But as long as you can rebound, not too worried about the shooting, the shot block. There you go. Now I think he can backside block, you know, backside shot block better than John Collins. His average, I think he averaged the same or a little bit more than John Collins. All right. Trey just either quiet or yelling at his teammates. Yeah. Black Star Movement said DJ needs to be the leader. Yeah. I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree. Like, he has the makeup to be the leader also, you know. Like, he really does. Let me get over here, man. I haven't seen a TikTok, and I don't know if you guys are frozen or not, so. No, it's not. Okay. But yeah, I really think that DeJounte need to be the leader that we need. He came from the Spurs. He got taught the right way by Coach Pop. So I think he's definitely going to be the leader of this team. If he stays. And that's going to be a hell of a sell job because right now we playing like dirt. Oh, yeah, on boxing, I don't know why these new age players don't use the fundamentals. Even defenders standing straight up is really irks me. Yeah, like nobody's in the defensive position, dog. They just be standing up straight. How can you adjust? How can you slide your feet in front of someone if you're not in defensive position? Moving like a crab, side to side. Like, how can you play defense? Like, I don't know how you can play defense like that. But hey, it's not taught. A lot of these kids just go in the AAU ball. And since they so good, you know, they can't be told nothing. Yep, that's why there's so many fouls. But it's also refereed like that. Like, let's don't get it twisted, man. When we saw the Olympics, it wasn't that many ticky-tack fouls. You want to know why? Because them refs didn't care about somebody's fame and, you know what I'm saying, their status in the NBA. And their fame is just like, nah, a foul is a foul, a walk is a walk, and a flop is a flop. You know? I like those FIFA refs, man. I ain't even gonna lie. These NBA refs want to be a part of the show. Think they're a part of the show. Got to be seen, got to be heard. Big personalities. Be glad when they replace these refs with computers. Nah, we need a human element in there. I just hate that my teams get the raw end of the stick. That's all. That's all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to hack the save face because they're not teaching good fundamental defense, man. You can see it in DeJounte and players that come from pop system. DeMar DeRozan didn't play defense when he was with the Raptors. And he damn sure wasn't a good facilitator. He was a finisher. When he left San Antonio, he was a totally different player. Totally different player. Still can hit the mid-range, but he can never facilitate like that. And all Pop did was pass it down to DeJounte and made him a younger version. That's it. If Victor Wembanyama get drafted by San Antonio Spurs, he'll be the best player in NBA history because he'll be coached the right way. He'll be coached by the guy who coached the big fundamental. The guy that was 6 years prior to him getting to the NBA, he was a swimmer. He was a swimmer in high school, bruh. And somebody saw him and was like, do you play basketball? He was a swimmer. I hope Black Star Movement says, I'm going to highlight that chat. Black Star Movement said, I bet Charlotte gets Wembanyama. Man, if Charlotte get Victor Wembanyama, we're going to have to see him for the next 15 to 20 years. Barring injury. He going to get a whole bunch of Whataburgers. Whole bunch of In-N-Out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He going to be eating a lot of Bojangles, putting some meat on his bones. What'd you say, Joker? Nah, man, LeBron wasn't coached by Pop. Yeah, I looked at it when he was in the summer league, man. When he came down in the summer league, he was averaging like 35 points. He was playing against the G League players. He's too good to play against the G League, man. Like, he's absolutely too good to be playing it. Like, he was averaging like 35 and 15 in the summer league. That was like, man, I ain't seen that, man. Like, when you can abuse Rudy Gobert, who's a 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and make Rudy Gobert look. Now, mind you, Rudy Gobert don't have the foot speed to stay in front of someone, but that guy's 7'5", 7'4"? Like a legit 7'5". Oh, you talking about the season? No, I didn't look at it in the season. It really, I'm gonna be honest, man. It don't matter. I was just about to look it up, but I'm gonna save myself the time because when you're a player that's been hyped like Victor Wembanyama, he's going to get every call. You're not going to be able to touch him because, oh, he wasn't shooting that efficiently. Yeah, I know, because he shoot jumpers. He need to get his 7'4", 7'5" butt in the post, and that's why he needs some. He need to eat some neck bones. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he don't have low post moves outside of up and unders, and he don't have a drop step. He got a post fade. He'll back you down and post fade. Yeah, he's too skinny to back someone down. And that's why I said he gonna eat a lot of Whataburgers. Whataburgers, Bojangles in North Carolina, you know. Oh, they gonna feed him. But best believe, man, they're not. I don't believe that, man. I think how the NBA is, man. Joker said he has huge bust injury/injury potential. I can definitely say the injury, yeah, especially seeing how Chet Holmgren got hurt just bumping up against LeBron. It wasn't like LeBron just put his head down and ran him over him like he normally do. He just casually ran into him in a pro-am, like, yeah, so, but what I will say is he banged against Rudy Gobert, who's one of the strongest players in the league. So if he can take that banging, I think he'll be all right. My main thing is that I think that the NBA is going to give him superstar treatment when he come in. You're not going to be able to touch that kid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chet. Yeah, but the thing is, Chet ain't that kid. He killed Chet. He killed Chet and Rudy Gobert in one-on-one. So I think this kid is coming in with the height of like Luka did. And he's going to get every beneficial call. If you foul him, I'm telling you. And I think he's going to be top 5 in the league in blocks. Him and Chet are always going to be top 5 in the league in blocks. Guaranteed. All right, guys. It's been a good show, man. Good armchair observation, man. I appreciate all y'all coming through. We got a game tomorrow, late night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hawks versus the Kings. Red Velvet trying to exact some revenge. We beat them when it was here. Me and the wife went to see Wakanda Forever. But, yeah, that's the only game we missed this year. Because we already had bought those tickets. But, yeah, this is going to be a tough game. This ain't going to be an easy game. I hope everyone comes and tune in. I appreciate everybody who tuned in today. This was a Dixon Way, all about the A Sports Talk. This is my armchair observation. That's basically my post-game breakdown of the game. All right, guys. I'm probably going to start doing more of these the day after. I do a little bit on TikTok, but it's more free form. I'll talk about the game, but then I'll talk about whatever people want to talk about. So this is more structured. I appreciate y'all coming in, chatting, bringing up, you know what I'm saying, good questions, and bouncing things off of each other, man. We about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to get something neat. Y'all check me out on all platforms, man. But we got to get out of here. And we're going to get on out of here right now. Later, man. It's been fun. So much fun. Tomorrow, remember, tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Live watch party. And no, I'm not showing the dang on game. Stop asking me that. No, not showing the game. I know you can show it, but I simulcast across several different platforms. So I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Later. Deuces.